Do you believe that it was the minister's intention to close the political killings task team? Or the instruction should have actually been towards the counterintelligence task team? Because that was the team that was rattling his cages. That was the team that was actually investigating these drug cartels. That was the team that was investigating the people paying for his guests to January 8th statement. Do you believe that there was confusion because it was the 10 members from the political killing stars team that was deployed to counter? Do you believe that the minister shot himself in his own foot because he didn't actually understand?
Thanks, Honorable Chairperson. Yes, today, as we are sitting here, indeed, I agree with you, Honorable Member. The intention was for closing whoever will be dealing with the counterintelligence operation in Gauteng. But remember, myself and you that time, we were all not aware what the main intention here is. It is only after the confiscation of Mr. Matlala's phone in May and later in June when, because it was, I think, 14 May, Mr. Matlala was arrested. The team took quite some time to analyze what is on the phone. Only later, now we have the advantage on a hindsight to know actually what was happening. But that time, we didn't know.
Okay.
I just had suspicion something is cooking here, but I didn't know what it is.
And today it shows that your suspicions were correct. It shows that the minister wanted to put a stop. The minister, the ANC minister, wanted to put a stop to investigations pertaining to a drug cartel that has captured our country. Is that correct?
So, Honorable Chair, is not the Minister of the ANC, is the Minister of Police in the Republic of South Africa.
Deployed by the ANC.
Well, that, yes.
We need to identify where these people come from. We need to identify where it comes from, where the rot comes from. We can't be pussyfooting. Our children are dying. Yesterday, a 4-year-old child died in Mitchell's Plain. Monday, a boy was kicking his grandmother's head around because of drugs. Tuesday, a boy was chopping his mother with a shovel because of drugs. We need to understand who are the enablers that's doing this. We're not here to play games. These people are ANC aligned. It's been going on for 2 years. You and I know each other for over 10 years. We're here to rot them out, and we must name them. Don't come here, ANC. I have great respect for you and speak about winding down and say that you are beyond reproach. You did not protect South Africans. You exposed us to drug cartels. The minister told you, close this door to you. We should be closing the door to the minister.
Was this instruction illegal from Minister Mkhunu? And if it was legal, at what stage did you know what it's an illegal instruction from him? And did you inform him that this is an illegal instruction? And just to finalize that, what happens to such instructions that are deemed to be illegal? What should happen to that person who gives such an instruction?
Well, as to what happens, I think is a question that one will not have an answer to it. But my view, yes, I view it as an encroachment. It's an area that was never explored before in this regard. I don't think there was ever a national commissioner that ever got an instruction of this nature in writing. So, as I said, Honorable Chair, I viewed it with suspicion, especially the way it came about. Hence, I didn't want to implement it immediately. And, but eventually, we end up finding that, no, indeed, after we find out what was the motive behind, that's when we can concretely say, no, but this was illegal.
Have you reported such a matter to the president?
Through you, Honorable Chair, I reported everywhere. I reported to the President, General Mkonazi, reported to Police Portfolio Committee. I kept on asking the minister every time. The 6th, I asked him, why are you doing this? I mean, the 16th of January, I asked him, why are you doing this? Shouldn't you have given us time that we brief you? What is PKTT? What are they doing before you disband it? And there was no room to accommodate that. 6 March, 27 March, still same. So where else should one go? There is no other door. Which door to go? I can't take him to court. I can't take him to United Nations. On a hindsight, or if, as I said to the previous member of parliament, that everybody in South Africa, all the analysts that are here today, members of this August House, we were all there. And luckily, this specific instruction was out in the media. In as much as it was directed to me, yes, but everybody had the opportunity to have seen it, luckily. And none of anybody have ever saw something wrong with it. That's why I said, I'm just making a hypothetical example that should it have been this instruction issued, the task team was investigating political, farm matters. Do you think the situation would have been the same? I'm sure surely me and you know they wouldn't have. Those quotas of the society, they should have risen up. But this one, different. So we end up now, yes, fighting this, trying our best. So one tried his best under circumstances. Thank you.
Thank you. So I didn't get the clear answer of, after you have reported, where else you've said you have reported, did you report to the president? Did you speak to the president about this illegal instruction?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. Yes, on the 1st of February 2025, I did meet the president on the matter. I reported to him that I received this instruction, and I even remind him about the team, and he knows the team because the team did brief him 17 March in Durban. So that this team has been disbanded, and I don't know why, and it's been disbanded urgently, and he was taken aback also why it is this happening. And that's why I said, well, it's not, I don't want to cause conflict between the two of them, but I said, this is not a request or a view, it's an instruction that I must do it. And I did try to knock for, if there is, can we engage on further on this matter? And the minister said no. Of course, I should submit the report, which I submitted, that report that he required. So, and he said he'll discuss with the minister. But of course, I said to him, my proposal, if this thing goes ahead, which I don't know why it must happen, it should take the form of slowly winding it down so that work cannot be disrupted. And the president says, yeah, well, I think if it happens, that's what he will support.
In your general understanding, is Lieutenant General Sibia corrupt according to the evidence you have in front of you, or the report given to you?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. One will say alleged. You can't say somebody is corrupt before he's even found guilty. But there is concerns in terms of linkages that we are finding that we are still investigating, Honorable Chair. So it is too early to come to that stage or conclude, as you say.
But as a powerful person, or person in the position of a powerful, as a person in a powerful position, like Ubaba Mkhwana has said, does the evidence say, or Does it give that direction that he is corrupt? And the evidence you have, or the report?
Well, it is safe that I say we are investigating. There are concerning connections and or reports. We are investigating those matters.
If General Mkonazi did not hold the press briefing on the 6th of July, would you still have opposed the closing of the PKTT? Because clearly what you're saying now and the impression that you created at the Portfolio Committee on the 5th of March is not the same, because you never once said you are opposed to closing this task team.
Thanks, Honorable Chair. I did indicate that this directive was like an order that I must do, and I find ways to do it. And I want to engage the minister that we discuss this, because, as I said, of concern on the directive was he did assessment and this. The team is no more relevant, and which I said, but that can't be true. That's why I wanted engagement of the minister, that let's engage and discuss, and he kept on not acceding to this engagement. So the team would have been still have been there. It wouldn't have gone anywhere. To still have been there. And remember, after we discovered what is after General Mkonazi briefed me about what is the main intention of this, then that's when I say, no, now that we know, we're not gonna now participate in any further this disbandment or this phase-out approach. And I immediately also notified him that I want to meet you and see you on this matter. And unfortunately, again, that meeting never happened. It only happened a Monday after the 6th of July.
Okay, if the minister comes here and say, General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is doing all of this because he is part of a certain cabal in the SAPS, which involves General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, the National Commissioner, and General Khumalo, how will you react to that?
Well, the fact of the matter is, it's not a cabal. We are not a cabal. We are just doing our work. Whoever will call us a cabal, I will be suspicious if maybe is that person not in some way in charge of a cabal. We are not a cabal. We are just doing our work. And it's been a long time that we have been doing this work. Can go back to 2011 when we were there. We did the work. And even now, all what we want to do is to do the work. We are doing the work with the political cleansing task team in KZN. In Gauteng, we discovered what's happening, and we are investigating that. In CI, when Minister Kel was still around, we said, myself and Khumalo, we said with him to say, hey, let's fix this, and he agreed. And up to so far, I think he's the only minister that I know agreed that let's clean up crime intelligence. And he committed to that, and we started the process. Unfortunately, then he left, and unfortunately, with the new minister, it never went through that. If we are cabal for what? The institutions of the justice system, yes, as you say, we know where it started. Yes, we know where the deterioration started, where the rot started. And we start implementing measures to improve. We know most departments were affected after 2009, and they were hollowed. That's a fact. And we are not all at our best capacity at this moment in time, but we are doing our best to clean up those areas that are affected. Well, I removed some of the senior managers there. I appointed a new capable divisional commissioner. And well, some of the things we're still doing, we're not finished. And in that space of crime intelligence, yeah, one might have limitations in talking, but we rectified some messes that were happening there in terms of informers' claims, senior managers abusing some resource vehicles. We attended to that. So, yes.
What kind of a relationship do you have with Becky Cele?
My relationship with Brigitte Kele is a minister of police. He was minister of police, and we only meet at work. We don't, after hours, meet to drink coffee or whatever. He lives his life, I live my life. We only meet when we are at work. We are not friends. We're working colleagues, but after hours, he has his life, I have my life.
You've seen him since he's no longer the Minister of Police.
I saw him once. I bumped against him somewhere. But other than that, I don't talk to him. I don't phone him. He doesn't phone me. But I enjoyed working with him. Well, he have his shortfalls, problems, but enjoyed working with him.
Seated there and looking for the face of the National Commissioner. And I didn't see it. Were you aware of that media briefing that was going to take place? And if you were aware, why did you not attend it? Because it was actually talking about, discussing issues of national importance, national policing importance.
Thanks, Honorable Chair. I was aware that he's going to do a press briefing to talk about the work of the political task team. And the report, yes, I was aware of the report because they briefed me. And that report, I was going to present it to the president. But when he was doing the briefing on the political killings task team, he did everything that was on the report. So I wouldn't have been there because he was supposed to brief on the work of the political killings task team.
Is instability in crime intelligence a new phenomenon that started with Minister Mkhunu?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. No, it started long ago. You can say even before 2011. That's when the instability started in that division, crime intelligence.
So would it be fair or even factually correct to blame all of the problems that are in criminal intelligence on Minister Mkhunu?
No, it won't be correct. He found the problems there and yeah.
So General, you're saying that, sorry, in your view, this started a long time ago, before 2011. I'm interested to find out from you what drives this instability in criminal intelligence. In your presentation to the police committee, portfolio committee, you said criminal intelligence had weakened over the years. Now, who weakened it and how did they weaken it?
Yeah, thanks, Honorable Chair. It get weakened by some of junior members, but mostly also some of the senior members in the crime intelligence itself. Of course, with the influence from external, other people outside. That's how it got weakened over time. So in the past, in 2011, when we were trying to reform the division, who started it, obviously, I would say, is the executive authority that time, the then minister, and I won't have evidence, but to an extent, probably the president that time, because when we were doing that, they...
Sorry, please be specific. Who was the minister and the president, General?
The minister then was the late Minister Mthethwa, and the president was President Zuma. So what one says they thwarted the attempts is when we had a plan on how we were reforming the division. We did quite a lot of work, and probably we touched the wrong button maybe, because we even went as far as to themselves, where we took cars they were using themselves for no reason that are from the division. We took them away from former President Zuma. We took car away from former Minister Mteto. And I'm sure that might have caused a problem. And that's how we were later then targeted and removed. That's where then Lieutenant General Mkonazi ended up at home. I ended up at Limpopo. Kumalo probably was lucky he remained, but around Gauteng. So those are the people I would say they thwarted the reforms that were which it was the right thing that we were doing, I think, because we were making sure that the resources of the division solely only get used to fight crime. I mean, why would a minister drive a vehicle that belongs to the account for no reason? So we claim those things back and we put them. And also senior managers of that division, they were driving also those vehicles, and we removed them. Now, when I take over again now and appointed Kumalo there, we found again that they were given back those vehicles, the senior managers, which in actual fact is one of the matters the Auditor General has been querying. And we again started removing them. This time we had the support of former Minister General Cartel. At least he was supporting us, and we started this reform. We're still continuing.
Do you believe that the disbandment of PKTT served the interests of justice or the interests of those implicated in its investigation?
Well, it can and could only serve the interest of those that were implicated in.
Were you then at any stage pressured or cautioned not to oppose the task team closure? And if so, by whom?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. No, remember, through you, Honorable Chair, well, events that happened, I think this House, I've alluded to them. This House is quite aware what I said, but I was never pressured to not to do certain things. All what happened is what I alluded to this committee, that the directive came that we must implement, and we delayed the implementation until we found out what the reason was. Yeah, Honorable Chair, I can't name names of syndicates. Otherwise, then I've got no job because I want to find them. They'll run away. But what I can tell you, the cartel that we identified in Gauteng, it's not for Gauteng only.
Yes.
It have got links here in Cape Town.
Yes.
It have links in KwaZulu-Natal. So it's not a Gauteng matter. It's a national matter. Yes. I will say again that I don't know. You can be happy if you know what the investigation entailed. So I'm not privy to the contents of the investigation, so I wouldn't know. Even myself, I was accused of sending a chopper to Palapala, falsely so. I mean, I never knew about anything about Palapala. So how would I even have sent a chopper there? So I think there was one of the members from this honorable house that said I sent a chopper to Palapala, which I didn't do. So I can't comment on investigation. I don't know, Honorable Chair. For me to be happy or whatever, I should know the intricacies. Then I can express my opinion.
So
What I want to know is who in the presidency gave that instruction or applied pressure, and why did you deploy a team from National, according to General Konazi, to continue protecting Richards Bay minerals? The reason I ask this also in detail is because the presidency is an office, it's not a person. So who is the individual by name or position that communicated that message?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. The deployment of the Richards Bay, it came both from the then Minister of Police, General Kele, as well as the Minister in the
Presidency.
Minister Njaveni. And the team was then deployed there. And the team was not a protection team. It was a team that were policing that area. There has been executives of the mines that were killed in that area. There has been murders, serious crime that happened there. And later, of course, with the help of the province, some of the suspects were arrested, some were killed, even by the team from the province. I know there was a shootout at Balito between one of the suspects and the NIU in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. So it wasn't a protection. Those members were deployed based on crime what was happening there. It happens quite often, Honorable Chair. Even currently as we speak, in Mpumalanga, there is in Mpumalanga and Northwest, there is groupings of mine, call it mine companies that are fighting the same side. It's a new trend that is coming now, especially in Mpumalanga, Northwest, where looks like people are licensed to mine in the same area. So one quite often finds such complaints and you can't fold your hands. You need to respond, and we do our work in that regard.
General, yesterday, we saw on social media that General Sibia was going to be arrested, but only files and some equipment was seized. Was the team sent by yourself to effect that arrest?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. Well, I wouldn't want to go too much back, but I would say that I did rectify that which you agree that I rectify. I didn't lie. I used English, but what I meant is what I said, that the team said he was there twice. Coming to the last question that you were asking, well, Honorable Chairperson, police, as I've been sitting here the last 2 days, even today as I've been sitting here, they're doing their work. I don't send them to go and do a specific work. They do continue with the work they do. They obtained the warrants where they obtained, and they went to the house to go and collect where the catches they had a search warrant to collect.
So in English, I'll repeat, you lied. And I'm struggling to even believe what you say now, but I will indulge you, General. Why arrest or attempt to arrest on the eve of General Sibia having to come and testify? What if those equipment that was seized was material for what needs to be presented here next week by General Sibia as a witness?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. I do indicate that, Honorable Member, the team, they went there, and they don't need my permission to do the work. So if you say the tools might be needed. I'm sure the team don't take equipment forever. They will assess what they assess. They will return the equipment to the relevant owners.
Are you now saying you are sure that they will return it before he comes to testify? Am I hearing you correctly?
Surely, if he says he needs those equipments when he come here, we can't deny him. They will have. I'm sure they would have done their work. It doesn't take months to do what they do.
It's interesting that they chose the time.
Well, those areas where there are allegations, of course, we will, as I'm saying, we subject that to investigation of misconduct, and the criminal investigations will also take its course. And yes, I do believe that we can still turn the ship in the right direction. And it is an era that happened in the organization, and it happened, of course, because of other reasons, because of the discovery of some linkages to these drug cartels. And it's a good thing that we investigate that and make sure that we get to the depth of it and root it out. And I think after we do that, we will definitely have an organization running forward without any suspicion or accusation.